Beneath the golden sands of Giza, where the sun blazes like molten gold, something ancient has awakened. Recent scans have revealed vast chambers, tunnels, even structures that have never seen human eyes for over 4,000 years. Some believe it's the lost city of the gods, buried beneath the pyramids themselves. Others whisper it's a prison, built not for men but for something else entirely. So, what did they find beneath Egypt's most mysterious monuments? And why did ancient priests warn that those who opened the gates below would unleash the wrath of the gods? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear is stranger than any myth. Welcome to the Giza Plateau, home to humanity's greatest riddle. The Great Pyramid of Khufu stands taller than 40 stories, aligned almost perfectly to true north, its base so precise that it's off by less than 2 inches. And yet, for all our technology, we've never truly known what lies beneath it. Until now. In the past few years, using muon tomography, a technology that detects cosmic particles passing through stone, scientists have discovered massive hidden voids inside and beneath the pyramids. But what they found doesn't just challenge archaeology, it rewrites it. All right, let's dive into this mystery, because once you hear it, you'll never look at the pyramids the same way again. And hey, if you love unraveling the secrets of ancient civilizations, hit that like button, because history's about to get wild. It began quietly in 2017. A team of physicists from Japan and France set up detectors inside the Great Pyramid, looking for small density changes in the stone. They were using muon tomography, the same technology used to scan volcanoes and nuclear reactors. At first, they thought their data was wrong. A void, 30 meters long, appeared above the Grand Gallery, empty space where there should have been solid limestone. This wasn't just a crack. This was a hidden chamber, bigger than an airliner. Egypt's Ministry of Antiquities downplayed it. Probably structural, they said. But behind closed doors, the excitement was palpable. Because the layout matched ancient accounts of something called the Hall of Records, a mythical library said to hold the secrets of the gods themselves. Could it be that the legends were right? And that's when the second anomaly appeared, beneath the pyramid. Two years later, another scan, this time of the Giza Plateau itself, revealed something astonishing: a network of symmetrical cavities deep underground. We're not talking about random caves. These were structured, linear tunnels, almost like a subway system carved in stone. It echoed an ancient tale recorded by Greek historian Herodotus, who claimed that beneath Giza lay a labyrinth so vast it made the pyramids look small. He described chambers upon chambers, thousands of them, filled with hieroglyphs and golden idols. For centuries, scholars dismissed it as myth, but now the ground itself seemed to confirm it. Satellite thermal scans showed hotspots beneath the Sphinx, suggesting hidden entrances. One even appeared beneath its left paw, exactly where 20th century explorers claimed to have found sealed doorways they weren't allowed to open. It's as if the ancients built the pyramids not just as tombs, but as guardians to something far older. And this leads to a bigger question. If there truly is a labyrinth beneath Giza, who built it? Before the pharaohs, before Egypt even existed as a kingdom, there were stories, passed from priest to priest, of the followers of Horus. These beings, according to ancient inscriptions, were the shining ones who descended from the stars during the time of Zep Tepi. They taught early humans the arts of agriculture, astronomy, and architecture. Modern scholars interpret them as mythic ancestors. But the precision of Giza seems to hint otherwise. The alignment of the pyramids matches Orion's belt around 10,500 BC, thousands of years before Khufu supposedly built them. And if the underground structures predate the surface monuments, that means Egypt's civilization may not have been the first, just the last to inherit it. The pyramids, then, might be markers, not monuments. Markers for something buried deeper. And guess what? Recent radar readings show something that changes everything. A massive void beneath the Pyramid of Khafre, aligned directly with the Sphinx. The Sphinx, the silent guardian of the desert. Carved from a single block of limestone, it stares eternally toward the rising sun. But for decades, its true age has been a battlefield among archaeologists. Conventional Egyptology dates it to around 2500 BC, but water erosion marks along its flanks tell a different story. It's far older, possibly from a time when Egypt was lush and green. Now, imagine this. Beneath its left paw, geophysical surveys have detected a rectangular chamber, 25 feet deep. And in 1997, Dr. Zahi Hawass, Egypt's head of antiquities, confirmed a sealed doorway had been found there, but claimed it was not to be opened. Why? Because ancient texts warn of guardians of flame beneath the Sphinx, a place that was never meant for mortal eyes. Myth? Maybe. But if this chamber connects to the tunnel network beneath Giza, it might not be just a tomb, but an entrance. An entrance to the underworld itself. In Egyptian mythology, the god Osiris ruled the underworld, Duat, a place where souls journeyed after death. But the ancients believed Duat wasn't some abstract spiritual realm. It was a physical location beneath the earth. In 2015, archaeologists discovered a subterranean temple near Abydos, a stone complex they dubbed the Osiris Shaft. It contained multiple levels connected by vertical shafts and flooded tunnels, just like the descriptions of the underworld in the Book of the Dead. At the bottom was a black sarcophagus floating in water. Sound familiar? Because Giza's radar scans show similar anomalies, tunnels filled with water, sealed chambers, and magnetic signatures suggesting metal artifacts. Could it be that the builders of Giza recreated the myth of Osiris in stone? Or perhaps preserved something far older, hidden beneath his domain? And if so, what exactly did they hide there? Let's confront the question that haunts every archaeologist. How did a Bronze Age civilization move millions of limestone blocks, some heavier than tanks with near-perfect precision, without wheels, pulleys, or iron tools? Officially, we're told they used copper chisels and ropes. But copper is soft. It bends after a few minutes on granite. And ropes? They'd snap under a fraction of that weight. So how did they do it? Some physicists and engineers running modern simulations noticed something extraordinary. The Great Pyramid isn't just a random pile of stones. It's engineered with the same acoustic ratios as a resonant cavity. In other words, it vibrates. When sound frequencies bounce inside its chambers, especially the King's Chamber, they form standing waves. Combine that with underground water flowing through quartz-lined tunnels, and you get electrical resonance. In 2018, researchers at Itimo University in Russia tested this theory and found that the pyramid shape naturally amplifies electromagnetic energy inside its core. Ancient legends describe the pyramids as beacons of light, places where the pharaoh ascended as a star. What if that wasn't poetic, but literal? Maybe the pyramids were designed to manipulate energy, sound, magnetism, vibration, to create a state of altered consciousness. And the hidden chambers beneath could have been the heart of this system, a place where the priests controlled or harnessed these forces. Think about it. The ancient Egyptians obsessed over frequency, chants, harmonics, and sacred tones. Even the word Amen ends in a resonant hum. If the Great Pyramid was indeed an ancient machine, part spiritual, part scientific, then what modern technology could rival it? Maybe none. Maybe that's why the deeper we look, the stranger it gets. Because beneath the sand, we might be staring at the fossilized remains of a power far older than civilization itself. Every legend needs its forbidden library, and Egypt has the grandest of them all, the Hall of Records. The story goes that before a great cataclysm drowned their homeland, the priests of Atlantis hid their entire civilization's wisdom beneath a stone lion, the Sphinx. Scrolls of astronomy, medicine, sacred geometry, even the origin of humankind. The Egyptians later said that this knowledge was protected by Thoth, the god of wisdom, the same figure the Greeks knew as Hermes Trismegistus. He was said to have built a chamber beneath the lion's gaze that would only open when humanity was ready. In the late 1990s, a team of scientists from Florida used radar scanning around the Sphinx. What they found stunned them. A rectangular void, precisely where ancient texts claimed the hall would be. But here's where things turn eerie. Their permits to excavate were suddenly revoked. Security tightened. reports vanished. Some whispered that the chamber had already been opened, privately, and that what was found inside could change history forever. Others believe the Hall of Records may not contain scrolls at all, but crystal or metallic plates, data preserved in an unknown form. And maybe, just maybe, the same technology used to scan the pyramids is what the ancients used to build them. If the hall is real, it's not just a library, it's a message in stone, a time capsule from a civilization that wanted us to remember when the stars aligned once before and when God still walked among men. So the question becomes, is the hall still waiting to be opened? Or has it already been opened and the truth buried again? If Egypt inherited the pyramids rather than built them, who were the architects behind this lost masterpiece? Every culture has a memory of the first teachers, the shining ones who came from across the sea after a great flood. The Sumerians called them the Anunnaki, the Mayans, the Itza, the Egyptians, the Shemsu Hor, the followers of Horus. Plato's tale of Atlantis, an island of godlike engineers that vanished beneath the ocean, might be more than a myth. Egyptian priests told Solon, the Greek sage, that Atlantis was real and that their ancestors were its survivors. They described a civilization of mathematicians and astronomers who measured the heavens and set the stones to mirror the stars. Sound familiar? Because the pyramids of Giza line up perfectly with Orion's belt, the constellation of Osiris. Now here's what ties it all together. Similar megalithic architecture appears across the world. Turkey's Göbekli Tepe, Peru's Sacsayhuaman, and the temples of Baalbek, all sharing impossible precision, astronomical alignment, and massive quarried stones beyond known tools. No written connection, no cultural link, yet the same blueprint. It's as if a global civilization, now erased, once passed its secrets to the first dynasties of man. Could Giza be their masterpiece? A cosmic clock, a message to future humanity saying, "We were here. Remember us." Perhaps that's why the Egyptians called their land Kemet, the Black Land, the rebirth after the flood. And maybe that flood wasn't just a myth either. Maybe it was the line between two worlds, before and after the fall of the gods. The sands of Giza still whisper secrets, and technology is finally beginning to listen. In 2022, new muon scans, far more advanced than the ones from 2017, detected 3 massive cavities beneath the Great Pyramid. The deepest of them stretches beyond the bedrock, descending toward an unknown chamber sealed behind a wall of polished granite. And get this, its alignment isn't random. It points directly toward Hawara, nearly 60 miles south. Why does that matter? Because ancient writers like Herodotus claimed Hawara held Egypt's true labyrinth, a subterranean complex with 3,000 rooms, adorned with carvings that surpassed even the pyramids. If these tunnels are connected, it means we're not looking at isolated monuments. We're looking at a city beneath a city, a forgotten metropolis carved below the sands, a network possibly spanning miles, linking pyramids, temples, and the Sphinx in one grand design. But here's the part that gives you chills. When the scans were presented to Egyptian authorities, they sealed the data. Public access? Denied. Why? Some say they fear collapse. Others whisper it's because what lies beneath doesn't fit the timeline of history at all. If the complex was built not in 2500 BC, but before the last ice age, then everything we know about the rise of civilization is wrong. And maybe that's the point. Because the truth about Giza may not be about kings or tombs or treasure. It may be the message of a lost epoch, left buried until the day we're wise enough or brave enough to face it. So, what lies beneath the pyramids? A network of tombs? A vault of ancient wisdom? Or evidence that humanity's story began long before we remember? Whatever it is, it's there, buried in silence, waiting for us to rediscover it. One day, when the sands shift and the doors open again, we might finally learn the truth of Zep Tepi, the first time. Until then, the desert keeps its secrets. What do you think? Are the pyramids mere monuments or messages left by gods and ancestors long forgotten? Drop your theories in the comments below. And if you love unraveling ancient mysteries, subscribe. Because here on Unveiled Mysteries, history isn't just old. It's alive, hidden and waiting to be found.